Welcome to East Coast LQ Reviews. Today, we're doing another episode of Rate That Beer. This is episode 36. If you saw from the thumbnail, I do have 3 beers that I'm going to be reviewing. To just kind of go over quickly what I'm going to be reviewing. First, we're going to be doing Whisper, which is a German-style Marzen beer. This is by Treehouse Brewing Company, 5.3% alcohol by volume. So that'll be the first beer that we're going to be going through. Second beer is actually something a little bit different. It's kind of a mystery beer. So this was gifted to me from Joe, who went to Beertuberpalooza, from Levante Brewing Company. So this, he said, should be either a s'mores or I believe a peanut butter stout. So we're going to go over that, review that, try to guess which one it is. It does feel kind of light for some reason. Maybe it was a low fill can. But yeah, that'll be the second beer that we're going to be reviewing. And then third, we're going to be reviewing, so for the last beer, this is from Fox Farm Brewery. This is their Mesa Unfiltered IPA, 6.7% alcohol by volume. Yeah, so 3 different reviews. I'm going to just kind of hang out. Hopefully, us people popping in the chat. Maybe we'll have a little bit of a conversation with the chat tonight. But yeah. So, like I said, first off, we're going to start with the Whisper. So this is a German-style Marzen beer. Treehouse, with their very long descriptions, says, Whisper is our German-style Marzen beer brewed with German Pilsner, Munich, Cara Munich, and Vienna malts. It is fermented, then transferred to our... Notice, I'm sorry, I skipped the line. It is fermented, cool with a traditional Marzen yeast, and then transferred to our horizontal stainless lagering tank for extended refinement and conditioning, featuring natural carbonation, a smooth body, and rich characterful malts balanced by an ever-present kiss of noble hops. We find Whisper to be an ideal companion to crisp weather celebrations and companionship. This is a beer we're immensely proud of and trust that you will enjoy it as much as we do. Prost! German-style Marzen beer, 5.3% alcohol by volume, brewed in Charlton, Mass. Treehouse Brewing Company. You want to check them out, you can go to treehousebrew.com. All right. And then for their can dawn date, like I said, they do this season thing sometimes. Not really a big fan of. It says autumn of 2023, but it does have a nice cool leaf. But come on, let's just put the date. Today is 11/2/2023. Yeah, without further ado, let's crack this open. Check this out. It is after October, but yeah, I still got some Marzens left. Figured, doing Rate That Beer is a good way to get through some craft beer that I got. Plus, I like just kind of doing the live stream aspect as well. Cheers, Tommy. Cheers, man. All right. Got my High 9 pub glass. Let's pour this up. Check out the appearance. Looks pretty solid so far. Definitely a more amber color. Looks very nice. Good amount of effervescence. Slight haze to it. It's actually kind of, I'd say like copper colored in person. More like copper color. And then we got an off-white, about a finger off-white, kind of going towards like a khaki colored head on top. Tight knit bubbles. Seems to be dissipating pretty quick though. Lots of effervescence. Looks pretty good. Let's go for the nose. I get a lot of the brightness. Yeah, I enjoy doing the outdoor reviews, Tommy. Cheers. Lots of breadiness. That malty sweetness is coming through as well. Caramel malt. There's a little bit of that floral, citrusy, fruity, grassy aroma. A little roasty. Get a little bit of like a roasty aspect to it. A little bit of like a coffee in there. Very slight hint though. It's more malty sweet, but there is a slight roasty aspect. Let's dive in and try it out. Cheers. Thirsty. That's big on the caramel malt. Caramel malt, lots of breadiness, like a crackery breadiness. I actually do get a little bit of like a roasty kind of coffee, dark chocolate flavor note. Oh, that's actually really good. There's a lot more flavor than you would expect. A little bit of toffee as well. I would say actually, yeah, it's a little bit more toffee than caramel. Toffee, bready, slightly floral, citrusy, grassy. They're saying they're using noble hops. I can see like a little bit of like a slight peppery spice to the slightly floral hoppy finish, slightly astringent. I think the malty sweetness in this definitely kind of overpowers, but it's really good. It's really drinkable. I do like it. It's 5.3%. Definitely has a fuller flavor than you would expect for something of the ABV. But yeah, overall, pretty good. I'm enjoying it. Very crisp, drinkable. So yeah, we just decided to do a random rate that beer. Just kind of hanging out right now. I feel like I'm zoomed in. Am I closer than you? Yeah, I guess. I did adjust my camera a little bit. I do feel like I'm a little bit closer. The focus is kind of acting a little funny. But yeah, just wanted to kind of get through some beers. What are you guys in chat drinking? I know I've seen a couple people pop in. Tommy Carroll, of course, is in the chat. What's the difference between a Marzen and a Fest beer? I mean, I guess it all depends. Sometimes I've seen people call it Fest beer and it's more malty, and then sometimes I see a Marzen and it's just a regular Fest beer. So I don't know. It's a very typically what I think is like if you see Marzen, it should be more of your malty sweet, and if you see like a Fest beer, it should be more of like a kind of more of like just like a standard lager, kind of more crisp, drinkable. Maybe a little bit more breadiness, a little bit more of that crackery aspect to it. Maybe a little bit of like a peppery spice, a little bit more of that German or the noble hop, like the German hops, maybe are a little bit more present. But nowadays, you see Marzen, and sometimes it's a golden beer, sometimes it's a caramel colored beer. So, I mean, I really don't think there's any restriction on what you can call it. I mean, typically, if you see Oktoberfest, it could be a Marzen or a Fest beer nowadays. I mean, it's kind of confusing, especially for the novice Oktoberfest beer drinker. But they do a bunch of these. I mean, Treehouse, I think they came out with like 4 this year. They had a bunch. Yeah, this one's pretty good. It's really drinkable. I think you get a little bit more of a richer flavor from the malts with this one. It's I think that's what it's intended to be, is still a crusher, but just a little bit more sweetness, packs a little bit more punch, a little bit more complexity to it. Overall, super drinkable, crushable. As far as a number, I'd go probably I'd go solid 88. I think I kind of wish it had a little bit more of a breadiness aspect to it, but overall, I think it's pretty good. Definitely one of your more sweeter Marzens, but overall, it's got some solid flavor for sure. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. Definitely very drinkable, crushable. Yeah, I know this was kind of last minute doing this rate that beer. It is kind of early. It's only 4:30, but I had the day off, so I thought, why not? Let's start up another rate that beer. Let's see if we can look this up. They might be done with their Marzens right now, though. I mean, you probably can't get them anymore. I think they're probably done because they sell out of beer pretty quick. I enjoyed the Sierra Nevada Oktoberfest this year. Nice. Yeah, whatever they brewed is probably done for the year. Let me see. Purchase to go. They're probably already moved on to their Christmas beers. Let's share this. All right. Legends of Treehouse. Treehouse Treats. Oh, extra spooky. I guess they're doing like. Oh, here it is. Whisper. They still got it. Nice. $13.20 for a 4-pack's a really good price. I will say. For what you're getting, it's definitely a solid beer. I think this is one of the ones that I purchased because I know there was a couple of Treehouse beers that Sean from Nerd Sense had given me, but I'm pretty sure this is one of the ones that I bought myself. See, they have another one, Rausch Beer Mars and Slow Burn. That's an IPA. German style Mars and Beer Solitude. I believe I had that one as well. Any other Marzens? So I guess they do still have some. I mean, it is only November, so. Yeah, overall, this one was pretty solid. I did enjoy it. Not bad for sure. Very drinkable, crushable. Treehouse makes some really good stuff. They're constantly brewing new beers. These Schwartz beers are really good. The Cafe Bergsteiger is definitely something I would recommend. I like that they do Germanic beers other than just straight IPAs. It's another reason why I like Fox Farm, which is one of the breweries that we're going to be reviewing a beer from. Lights On. I think that's new. That's cool. I like that can art. Never seen that before. I'd try that. I want to start getting into brewing myself. So I have been looking at a brewing kit. What is this? Julius in a bottle. Nice. 500 ml. That's cool. I'd buy one of those. Just a single bottle of Julius. I would buy that. $4. Are they doing any other beers like that? I do have one of these. Actually, I think I have this, but it's older. The Eternity. I have one of these as well. Probably will do a review on that. Future, maybe like a few months, or probably could age it for even longer. So the ones that I actually brought, those I think it was the Old World Double Barrel. I brought one of those to Beer Dripper Palooza, and then Steven sent me home with the regular barrel aged, single barrel one, or just barrel aged. It says. So yeah, we'll be reviewing that in the future whenever I decide to open it. Probably end up drinking it with Bumpy or something. I do like their bottled stuff. I like when breweries have this. Barrel aged Imperial Stout. Glow in the dark label. All right. So yeah, this Whisper is pretty good. Pretty sure I gave it a rating. If I didn't, I think I said right around like a B plus. I'll go like 88. 88 out of 100. I think that's solid. It is definitely one of your more kind of like candy bar-esque Marzens, where it's super sweet, kind of pushing towards that like caramel, kind of chocolatey, like dark chocolate vibes, kind of like a candy bar. The Sam Adams one kind of gives me that same type of flavor, but the Sam Adams one is definitely a lot more sweeter. So this is definitely going towards that aspect of Marzen. I would recommend this one over the Sam Adams all day, though. It's kind of a candy bar, which is nice. This is the style of Oktoberfest that I look forward to. The fest beers are nice, don't get me wrong, super drinkable. But when I think of Oktoberfest beers, I think of Marzens. I think more malty sweet, more bready, more kind of candy bar-esque. Solid for sure. Just kind of wish it was a little bit more, like I said, bready. Maybe a little bit more of that roasty aspect. It was more prominent. I give it a higher score, but overall, I think 88 is pretty fair. Carbonation's really good, as you can tell. I am interested to drink this stout. So let's try to look that up. I haven't tried them all, of course, but my favorite has been Bitburger Fest beer. Nice. Bitburger. I don't know if I've had Bitburger. I know I've seen it multiple times. I might have had one of them before. I'd have to look back because I probably would have made a video on it if I did. Well, let's try to figure out. So let's go to Levante Brewing Company. I believe they're out of Pennsylvania. Westchester, Pennsylvania. Levante Brewing. All right, let's see. S'more Stout. Doesn't look like the one that I'm looking for. I'm trying to find the actual beers that it might be. Let's see if we go to images. Let's try peanut butter. Pretty sure he said s'more and peanut butter. What is this? Why am I getting celery with peanut butter on it? That is not the website I wanted to go to. All right. Let's go to buy beer online then. All right. I see a ton of Levante beers. Midnight IPA. It's a black IPA. Fest beer. Stout. I'm sure one of these would say if it had s'mores or peanut butter in them. That's weird. Hold on. Let's back it up a little bit. Delete some thumbnails. Okay, hold on. Please take 2. Imperial chocolate peanut butter cup s'more stout. Oh, so one's peanut butter cup s'more. So I don't know what the other one is. Please take 2 Imperial chocolate peanut butter cup s'more stout. I thought one was peanut butter cup and one was s'more. So apparently one is peanut butter cup and s'more, and one's something else. See this can art. Pretty cool. Here we go. Let's pull up Untapped. So this is what the beer might be. Could be this, and it could be another one. I have a feeling it's not going to be the one, of course, that I found. We'll see what happens. I forgot what he said. I'm going to have to message him. And afterwards, if I figure it out, I could put it in the chat or in the comments after the live. Well, if you're in the chat, if you're hanging out, if you're watching, if you watch it afterwards, appreciate you guys for checking out the channel. Yeah, I want to try to keep doing more Rate That Beers. Go through more than one craft beer at once. Gives me a chance to kind of talk to you guys. So I do see that there's some people watching, but we only got Tommy Carroll in the chat. So definitely cheers to Tommy Carroll. Appreciate you chatting it up, man. But yeah, feel free to chat it up in the chat. Hopefully you guys are having a good Thursday. I'm kind of just hanging out. I was cleaning the house, doing some chores. Decided, why not? Let's do some beer reviews. I did actually just pre-record a couple reviews. Recorded a beer review and a whiskey review. So look out for those. Just got to edit them. But yeah, going to finish this up and try to figure out which beer we're going to be drinking next, because it has no label on it. And it's from Beer to Palooza from Joe. Whisper, 88 out of 100. Solid product for sure. I'm going to go use the restroom really quick. And I'll be right back. So I'll see you guys in a couple minutes. Cheers. All right. So we're back. Yeah, we're going to be doing the second review. Whisper, 88 out of 100. Good Marzen. Solid product. Treehouse doesn't miss. Yeah, definitely one of your more multi-sweet kind of candy bar-esque Marzens. But now we got a beer that was gifted to me from Joe from Levante Brewing Company. They are out of Westchester, Pennsylvania. Just saw it. Yeah, Westchester, Pennsylvania. So this might be a Imperial Chocolate Peanut Butter Cup S'more Stout. It might be something different. It does feel kind of light, which is kind of weird. But yeah, let's crack it open. Pour it up. I got my Trillium Snifter here. Let's try to figure out what this is. So, as you guys can see, it's got no label on it. And it is kind of light. It seems like there is a little bit of a low fill. Okay. Oh, yeah, well, it's very low fill. Let's pour it up. Now, on the website, on Untapped, the Please Take Two is 10%. We'll see what this is. It looks very nice. We still got a solid beer. This was a 16-ounce can. Definitely, I think it was a little bit of a lower fill. We got about like a half a finger, if that, kind of coffee cream colored head. Pitch black motor oil in appearance. A little bit of a ruby hue at the bottom. Looks pretty good. Let's go for the nose. Let's see if this is the peanut butter cup s'more or something different. It smells very rich. I feel like I'm definitely getting some like marshmallow, some chocolate, like chocolate syrup, marshmallow, vanilla, roasted coffee, maybe some like some raisin in there. It smells very sweet. I don't know if I'm getting peanut butter, so maybe that's what he was saying, that it was either a peanut butter or a s'more one, and then they eventually just made the peanut butter cup s'more. I'm not sure if I necessarily get peanut butter on the nose, but I definitely get like that marshmallow, chocolate, maybe even graham cracker. There's a little bit of that cinnamon. I'm getting a little bit of like cinnamon on the nose. It smells really good. If this is 10%, definitely doesn't smell like 10%. It looks pretty thick. Looks pretty solid. Let's go for a taste. Cheers. Excited. Oh yeah, it's definitely peanut butter. Yeah, I think this is the Please Take Two. Now, if there is like that s'more aspect, I feel like it's more like peanut butter. I honestly, that's the hard part about this, is I don't remember what he said. It was either or. He said it was either or something or something. But I'm gonna tell you what I taste. I taste a little bit of peanut butter. I taste a little bit of marshmallow, kind of chocolate syrup. It is nice and thick and rich, and vanilla sweet. Definitely get a little bit of like a graham cracker. If this is 10%, I can feel it in the chest when it goes down, but up front the sweetness is really, really good. Cheers, Angie. What's going on? Yeah, this is actually pretty dang tasty. I do like it. This is like a perfect Halloween beer, even though Halloween's over. But yeah, this is like chocolate, marshmallow, roasty coffee, um, peanut butter, nutty peanut butter. It's good. It's kind of thick. I feel like it's going to be a little filling. Not as super rich and thick as, like, let's say, like a barrel aged beer, but you can definitely tell that this is a beer with adjuncts. On Untapped, it does say a king size stout deserves king size candy stacked mountain high into the most extreme s'more sandwich ever created. Oh, excuse me. We spent all night trick or treating for this one, scoring every chocolate peanut butter cup imaginable to bring back to the campfire, and the results are maddeningly mouth-watering. A thick and sticky base of chocolate malts with an outrageous amount of peanut butter, crunchy graham crackers, and vanilla marshmallow dripping off your s'more stick. Contains lactose, wheat, soy, and nuts. I think it's pretty good. This is definitely pretty solid. I do feel like it's going to be a little filling, but it's very good. The flavor is top notch. Let me see if I can message Joe. Does say he is active, so we might get a good, quick response out of him. I messaged. Oh, he's looking at it. I said, "What might this be?" It'd be cool if he pops in the chat. He's looking at it. This will give us a better answer. It says he's active, but will he respond? Overall, I think it's pretty good. I do like it. It's very sweet. It's definitely super candy bar-esque. You can tell that it's got like some type of sweetener in it. That's probably that lactose. Milk sugar really doing its job. The peanut butter isn't. It definitely has peanut butter in this. It's not like a chalky peanut butter. It's actually kind of creamy. It drinks a lot easier than you would expect, though. This is really good. I do like it. I don't know if I'm getting an answer. So I did message Joe. We'll see if we get an answer. Overall, yeah, pretty good. I do like it. I think it's a solid beer for sure. If it's 10%, I feel like it's gonna hit me pretty hard because it doesn't taste like it's 10%. It tastes lighter. It's very desserty. It's like an imperial pastry stout, you could say. Oh yeah, they're calling it a imperial / double pastry stout. 10%, or at least they're calling this one on Untapped pastry stout. For sure, I would agree with that. It is a solid beer. This might be the fastest that I drank 3 beers. Yeah. Overall, from what I've had so far, yeah, I'm enjoying the little beer session. Let me know what you guys are sipping on. If you guys are sipping on something, I know it is a little early. Like I said, I had the day off, so I decided to do some live reviews. Excuse me. I had some product that I wanted to get through. So Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I think this is. I'm almost positive this is this. This Please Take Two. So definitely looks like it. I can see the same flavors for sure. But it's a mystery. You'll never know if I was right. And there's no canned on date. So I'll never know, and you'll never know if I was right. Pretty sure it's got some peanut butter. Oh, he said it's either a s'more stout or peanut butter s'more stout. So it could be either or. I think it's the peanut butter one. Yeah. I would say that this definitely is peanut butter. So even on the nose, you get that kind of peanut, like peanut combined with lactose sweetness. 10%, that's dangerous. I think Alex would really like that. That's a beer Alex would really enjoy. With that peanut butter, for sure. Nice. Somewhat creamy. It's not I feel like it's creamy to the point where it's still kind of drinkable. It's not like creamy to the point where it's kind of filling and it's super hard to get down. So I will say the mouthfeel is very nice for what it is. I'm assuming they're dumping a good amount of adjuncts in this, and I can see a lot of beers where they have a lot of those adjuncts in them that are like almost motor oil. This still has a good, somewhat more approachable, drinkable mouthfeel to it. So definitely a solid product in my opinion. Still sipping on it. Yeah, it's been a decent day. I've had a good time just kind of hanging out, cleaning my house. I did some chores, doing some laundry, did some dishes. I actually recorded a beer review and a whiskey review, so look out for those. Um, I know people might not be used to me going live just randomly like this, but I would like to do more lives. I would like to engage with the community a little bit more. Just kind of do pop up solo reviews of products. Go for a good amount of time. Like right now, we're going for already 40 minutes here. Figure at this rate, if nobody else pops up to do a beer review, probably go on for maybe like an hour, maybe like an hour and 15. Um, but yeah, just definitely sitting here enjoying this stout. For sure, a solid product. I would recommend it. Um, Other than this one, I did have. I think I had another beer, and then I also had the Mexican style lager from Levante, which is a really good beer. Um, yeah, from what I've had, they make some good stuff so far. This is really nice. It's definitely very dessert, kind of rich. Um, Next beer is an IPA, so it might be interesting to see how easy I could drink the IPA after this 10% stout. It's a good thing that we started off with a 5.3% Marzen. So the bigger beer in between. I think the IPA is like 6.7 around there. So solid Marzen for sure. I mean, solid IPA. Solid IPA for sure. Yeah. I'm gonna go right ahead and say that this was the peanut the peanut the I keep saying peanut gutter. The peanut gutter. The peanut butter cup s'more stout. I believe this was definitely the one with peanut butter. So Joe did say it could be the s'mores or peanut butter s'mores. Definitely gonna go with this is the peanut butter s'mores. Um, Please take two Imperial Chocolate Peanut Butter Cup S'more Stout by Levante Brewing Company, clocking in at 10% alcohol by volume. I really enjoyed it. Definitely a solid product. I would give it like a maybe like a 90. I'm gonna go 93. 93 out of 100. I like it. It's really good. Just a little bit more of a mouthfeel. I think I would have enjoyed a little bit more. Maybe a little bit more of that vanilla shining through. Maybe a little bit more graham cracker. I would have enjoyed a little bit more. But overall, the flavor is really good. Uh, Cheers, Bumpy. Drinking a Sam Adams Winter Lager. Nice. Cooking a Newman's Own margarita pizza in the oven. Nice. Cheers, man. Yeah. What did I say? 92? I'm going to go 92. Did I say 93? 92. I'm going to go 92. 92 for this. Like I said, I kind of wish we get a little bit more. The marshmallow note is definitely very prominent. I wish it was a little bit more of like a creamy vanilla combined with marshmallow sweetness, plus a little bit more graham crackery pastry vibe. I think would make this beer top notch, phenomenal. Overall, I think it does have some really solid flavors. Very desserty, very sweet and rich. The nose and the palate are very nice. It's not something that I would want more than one can of, but definitely a really good dessert beer for sure. Please take two. Somebody's messaging me. All right. Yeah. I'm going to finish this off. Move on to our next beer. I was going to go for a good amount of time, depending on it, if anybody joined. But I guess we'll just do a straight shot of the three beer reviews. Not bad at all. Really solid. Did it say what the no, probably not. Peanut butter cup s'more stout. See if there's an actual website. I'll type the name. No, it's not coming up on the website. All right, now it's just being weird. Nothing's loading. Philly Dilly. Pickle Pard 2.0. They got a pickle beer. Yeah, the Please Take Two isn't on the website. Some breweries, they'll have like an archive, and you can look at, the beers that they brewed in the past, which I enjoy because, if I'm drinking a beer and I want to know some information, it's nice to get the information off the people who actually brewed the beer. So if you have an archive on your website, I can go and look at it if I'm drinking it. But unfortunately, people do this thing where they're only reviewing or not reviewing, they're only presenting their beers on their website as far as what they have for their catalog of products at such very time. It's like, why can't we just, like have an archive of the beers that you brewed in the past so I can look at every beer you brewed? So if I'm drinking something that I have by you, I can go on your website and look at it. But this is a common issue that I've noticed. Specifically with Treehouse. Treehouse is pretty bad for it as well. They brew so many beers. They don't have an archive. Proclamation, on the other hand, even though they have a website and a selection for what you can purchase as far as draft and canned, they show you what they have available. They also have an archive of every beer that they brewed, so you can look at their notes on the beers that they brewed, which I don't understand why all breweries don't do that. If you're going to brew a ton of different beers, you should have at least a little bit of information on a page on your website. So that's just my personal opinion. But yeah. Overall, this I'm definitely gonna say it's the Please Take Two. The one with the peanut butter and the s'mores. This is a really good beer. I will say, sometimes it's hard to hit that peanut butter note, and sometimes it's very hard to hit that s'more note. They did a good job. Of course, like I said, I kind of would have liked a little bit more of maybe like that graham cracker vibe, and just a little bit more intense around the maybe the mouthfeel, maybe like the viscosity could have been a little bit richer. Um, but it also did add to the drinkability of the beer. So overall, pretty good product for sure. And Poppy Eats is in the house. What's up, Poppy Eats? Cheers, man. Gonna be finishing this. I believe I gave this a what did I say, 92? 92 out of 100. $92 for the peanut butter cup s'more stout by Levante Brewing. I believe that's what this is. Possibly is this. Could be wrong. Taste buds could be terribly off. I'm almost positive that's what this is. Shout out to Joe from Levante Brewing for giving me this can at Beer Tuba Palooza. It's fun. And the fun part is he also does not know if this is which one it is. Overall, very good beer. I mean, 10%. Definitely didn't taste like 10%. It was super drinkable for a 10% beer. Debating skipping out on the last session of the day to go try this Hot Butcher place I keep seeing on FLX. Have you had them? Hot Butchers? Yeah, Hot Butcher beers. If are you talking about like a brewery of Hot Butcher, I would go. I actually don't get much Hot Butcher nowadays. They kind of disappeared off the planet over here. We don't we don't get much drops anymore, but from what I've had, their IPAs are really good. Yeah, Hop Butcher for the World. Yeah, their beers are awesome. Their IPAs are really, really good. And I don't know why, but where I was getting their product, it's not as available anymore. They're here in Chicago. Yeah, I would definitely go check them out. They make really good stuff. And I can only imagine visiting their brewery. I think that'd be awesome. I am going to hit the restroom one more time, and then we're going to do one more beer review. And then depending on if anybody else hops up here and does a beer review with me, I think we're going to wrap it up after that. So, yeah. I'll be right back. Just give me about a minute. Cheers, guys. All right. And we're back. So, for the last beer tonight, we're going to be reviewing Fox Farm Brewery, Mesa, Unfiltered IPA, clocking in at 6.7% alcohol by volume. These guys are out of Salem, Connecticut on Music Vale Road. This does say canned on 9/6/23. So it's just a little bit less than 2 months. Yeah. On Untapped, a little description says, it's been our long-held standard that we only bring forth new hop-forward beers, or any beer for that matter, with a truly distinctive voice within our lineup. With Mesa, that ethos is on full display as we employed new to us techniques and ingredients to create an IPA that undoubtedly stands apart. It's full of punchy and peachy high notes with just the right amount of ripe fruit undertones laying the base. So, yeah, we're going to drink it out of a Tilted Barn hop glass. I really like this glass. Let's pour it up. 16-ounce can. We can look at the website in a couple minutes, see price. If they still have it listed. They're another one that kind of goes through beers quick. And I'm not sure if you can actually see archive of beers. But here's the appearance. Kind of your more so hazy straw color. Good amount of hop saturation there, with still a little bit of clarity. Didn't produce too big of a head, about a finger, maybe even half a finger, white head. Holding some good retention though, still sticking around. Small bubbles, small tight knit bubbles on top. Yeah, it looks pretty good. It doesn't look super hop saturated. Doesn't look like super like New England IPA esque. Looks a little bit like more lighter, less wheat, less flaked oats. Let's go for the nose. Ooh, there's a big papaya note. Big papaya, earthy, kind of herbaceous note. Melon, a little bit of like a dank green, kind of oniony, garlicky resin, hop resin. Slightly floral, grassy, herbaceous note. Well, it's actually very dank, oniony. A little acidic. Getting a little bit of mango, some malty sweetness, but definitely very kind of dank, oniony, garlicky, kind of herbaceous hop resin. A little bit of a peach, tangerine, citrusy, floral, slightly tart, acidic. Let's dive in and try it out. Cheers. Ooh, very clean, crisp on the palate, but still has that slight green, herbaceous, kind of dank, garlicky, floral, somewhat pithy bitterness. Onion and garlic for the win. Yeah, it tastes very fresh. Now this can isn't super fresh. I can only imagine what it would have tasted like if this was a fresh can. So it's less than 2 months, but yeah, it's super green. It's not as full bodied as like your some other New England IPAs. Definitely a little bit lighter. As far as mouthfeel and carbonation, more of like an American IPA kind of vibe, rather than your super thick flaked flaked oats kind of wheat mouthfeel. This is more drinkable, crushable, kind of like a West Coast IPA, kind of the mouthfeel of that with that dank, oniony, kind of herbal flavor. Papaya, mango, a little bit of some honey from the malts. Like I said, peach, tangerine. This is a really solid IPA for sure. If you like that, if you like the Fiddlehead, this is very reminiscent to Fiddlehead. Fiddlehead is kind of like that, where it's very onion, garlicky, kind of dank, herbal. But I feel like Fiddlehead has a little bit more of a mouthfeel. This is a little bit more crushable, a little bit more drinkable. It's 6.7%. It's definitely packing a lot of flavor for a less than 7% IPA. Very drinkable. A little bit of melon in there as well. Solid product. Fox Farm doesn't miss. Their beers are really good. They have a good variety of IPAs. They have a good amount of Germanic beers as well. I would like to see them branch off. I've only seen like a coffee stout by them. Oh my god. Excuse me. Yeah, as far as stouts, I've only really seen like a coffee stout. But I would like to see. They're kind of more traditional in style, where I don't necessarily see them kind of adding adjuncts to anything. I feel like they kind of stick to that root of we're just going to brew beers in typical traditional style, and we don't want to get too fancy funky, but we're going to do a really good job as far as representation of said style. So I can see where they're going at with their lineup of product. I do have a Gradzitsky by them, which is a smoked wheat beer. I know we got Sam Smalley in the house, so cheers to you, bro. I don't think onion and garlic for the win. So yeah, they have this. It's like a smoked wheat beer. Now I was gonna review that, but I wanted to like save that for a single video review. I feel like that's gonna be a lot of fun. I did try it at the brewery on draft, but that's one of those styles that's very unique and hard to come by. So I thought that would be cool to kind of just do its own single review. But yeah, as far as a brewery that is using many different styles, kind of switching up and but still sticking to the root of what the styles are without adding all these adjuncts that people do nowadays, which I don't mind. I love the adjuncts. Don't get me wrong. I love when people make stouts with all these different desserts and sweets. But Fox Farm Brewery, if you're looking for a traditional brewery that definitely nails multiple styles other than just IPAs, stouts, and what's popular, Fox Farm is an amazing brewery. For this Mesa Unfiltered IPA, 6.7%, I'm going to give it a, I think we're going to go solid 90. I think like an A minus 90. Overall, I think it's a really good beer. I feel like I kind of want a little bit more of that dank, earthy, herbaceous kind of green note. And it's almost 2 months old too. It's almost canned for 2 months. So I can only imagine what it tastes like. Super, super fresh. I like that. I like the oniony, garlicky kind of herbaceous note. But sometimes I feel like it could be a little overpowering. It could kind of take over the profile of the product. And I think this one is kind of doing that. Overall, I think it's really good if you're like an IPA fan and you like that style of product. I think you would go crazy for this one. Yeah, overall, it's been fun. I mean, we did 3 beers. We've done 3 reviews. Started off with the Whisper, Marzen. This peanut butter s'more stout, I believe that's what it is, 10%. Finishing off the night with the Mesa IPA, unfiltered IPA. Cheers, Ozzy. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah. I recorded some other videos before this, so hopefully you guys will check those out after I edit and upload them. I did do a review on the Doers 15 tonight, so look out for the video on that. Probably going to edit it when this live stream's over, and just kind of take it easy. Ashley's supposed to be coming over in a little bit, so we'll probably just hang out, watch some TV. But yeah, overall, it's been fun. Appreciate the chat, hanging out. Try to finish off this beer. But yeah, definitely shout out to the chat. Commerce Ozzy, cheers. Cheers, Ozzy. Sam Small, cheers, Sam. Poppy Eats, shout out to Poppy Eats. Awesome YouTube channel for fast food reviews and just food reviews in general. Really entertaining. Appreciate you stopping by, man. Great beer reviewer over here, also a great friend. Bumpy Road Brews. Shout out to Bobby. Angie, Creative Vibrations. Check her out. Awesome art channel. And then Tommy Carroll, just a great supporter of the channel. So we really didn't have much of we didn't have too many comments tonight, but we definitely had an awesome selection of people in the chat. Great people just stopping by, hanging out. Like I said, this was kind of last minute, so I can see why, oh, excuse me, not too many people knew about what was going on. But we did have some great people chime in, hang out. That's 3 beers down. 3 beers down. Trying to review all the beers possible, of course. Appreciate Joe from Levante Brewing Company out of Westchester, Pennsylvania. So definitely a special shout out to him for that gifted beer from him. Fox Farm Brewery is just such a great brewing company. Totally recommend them. If you guys are in Connecticut, you gotta check them out. It's such an awesome spot. With the cold weather coming up, the inside where you have your beers, I think throughout the week would be a nice location. Towards the weekends, it might be a little bit harder because the inside is a little bit smaller, but it is a really good brewery to check out, even if you're just kind of standing and have a couple pours. It is a really good brewery. Hopefully, they expand and they can make a bigger name for themselves. I feel like a lot of people don't really know about them right now, but I feel like they will continue to do some great stuff and possibly keep it going. Just continue to be more popular and have more fans like me. Fox Farm really makes some awesome stuff. We also had Ryan in the chat, so cheers to you, Ryan. Cheers, bro. Yeah, overall, I'm looking forward to doing some brewing. I do want to. I gotta, as far as equipment, I got some upgrades that I need to do to try to do some live streams outside. It is gonna start getting cold, so I feel like it would be cool if I did maybe some live streams outside, but it's it's gonna be a little chilly. I gotta dress warm. I want to like brew outside while it's cold out. I think that would be a really cool live, but it's gonna be a little difficult. We're gonna have to figure it out. I want to get a good get some good equipment for brewing beer. So look out for that. Definitely gonna start brewing some stuff up. We got live streams on Monday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. Different whiskey examinations. So look out for that as well. Let's go beer. It is kind of green. It's very green for something that's canned 2 months ago. Definitely. Overall, still very drinkable. Yeah. Look out for, see these bottles over here? We need one more. Right there. We need one more. This is Mash Bill number 1, or White Dog Mash number 1, Buffalo Trace. We do have a barrel that we are going to be aging this White Dog whiskey in. I need one more bottle to fill the bottle without evaporate. I mean, to fill the barrel to age it for at least a month without evaporation, without wasting product. It said that you want to fill the barrel when you age it. The more you fill the barrel, the more fuller it is, the less chance you have of evaporation and angel share. Essentially, whiskey that will evaporate if the amount of liquid in the barrel isn't fully filled. They do say that 5 pints will fill a, I believe, 2 two gallon. Is it 2 gallon? 2 gallon, 2 liter. Is it 2 gallon? Whatever size barrel I have, I need 5 375 milliliter bottles. So I need 5 pints to fill the barrel I have. Otherwise, there will be evaporation with the aging process. So I need one more pint to fill the barrel. We're gonna turn that into a YouTube channel. Not a YouTube channel. A YouTube video. We're gonna turn that into a little series. Aging whiskey on my own. Yeah, who knows? Who knows what it'll turn into? I do want to start brewing beer. So there are going to be some 2024 goals for the upcoming new year. So I hope everybody is looking forward to that. Going to review some product that I age myself or brew myself, so that should be fun. What whiskey coming up on Monday, says Commerce Ozzy. So we are going to be reviewing Jack Daniels, regular Jack Daniels, old number 7, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I believe that's what it says on the label. So regular Jack Daniels, we're going to be doing the whiskey examination on Monday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So that should be a lot of fun. Yeah, that'll be the first Tennessee whiskey. We've done pretty much straight up bourbons until then. So that'll be the first Tennessee whiskey. So that'll be the first change in whiskey style that we're going to be doing as far as examinations. So that should be really fun. We're going to use our 6 category rating system where we rate the product based off of aesthetics, nose. So we rate aesthetics at 10 points, nose at 20 points, flavor at 20 points, mouthfeel 20 points, finish 20 points, and then 10 points for the value. So look out for that. 100 points total. Jack Daniels, old number 7. Yeah. Shout out to Josh. Cheers, bro. What's up, Last Beer? Haven't seen you in a long time, bro. Yeah. I'm probably gonna wrap this up soon. 3 beers reviewed in about an hour and 15 minutes. Let me know what everybody's doing. I'm open to have like a off-air kind of hangout until I wait for Ashley to come by. Because I am chilling for maybe like another hour, and then I'll probably hang out with her for tonight. So yeah, definitely shout out to the chat. I'm gonna finish off this beer here. One more sip. Coming up. Shout out to Last Beer. Josh, cheers, brother. Conversazi. Jack Daniels next Monday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Ryan's Beer Reviews. Cheers, Ryan. Go check out his channel. Conversazi, great supporter. Cheers. Sam Smalley. Cheers, brother. From Australia. Awesome. Poppy Eats. Sold. Cheers to Poppy. Awesome fast food reviewer in general. Great channel. Great art channel. Creative Vibrations. Another great beer reviewer, Bumpy Road Brews. And Tommy Carroll, just another great YouTube supporter, channel supporter. Finish this off. All right. Thank you guys for stopping by, hanging out. Another Rate That Beer Down. We didn't have anybody join up, but that's all right. Sometimes I kind of expect that. Just do my 3 beer reviews. wrap it up, see what's going on for the rest of the night. Definitely don't mind doing them. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed this 3 beer review. And yeah, if there's anything else you guys like to see on my channel, make sure to leave a comment down below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more upcoming videos. I'm Lincoln Beer. Thanks for watching, guys. Cheers.